Yo, what's going on guys? It is Cynnnical, and today for you guys I have a very interesting video that I think you guys are really going to enjoy today, and perhaps it's something that you guys can take into your own account, sort of work something out, theorize about it, but I thought that I'd share this information with you guys as it is extremely interesting and could point towards something deep within the Kingdom Hearts lore. Now before I get into this video, I just want to shout out Lauren True X. She is the person who basically came to us on Twitter, and she shared this information, so big shout out to her. Thank you very much for pointing this out. I've been wanting to do a video on this for a while now, and I know that Lauren actually shared this around about a month back, but finally I've found enough time to get around to doing it. It's an awesome video, guys. Hopefully you guys are going to enjoy this, and let's get on with it. So what today's video is going to be about is connecting the Unicornis Foreteller to the mansion in Twilight Town. Now quickly, if you guys don't know what a Foreteller is, basically in Kingdom Hearts Key, which of course is a Kingdom Hearts game that is set many years before the Great Keyblade War, which means it's set many years before the main events of the current Kingdom Hearts series we have now. Obviously, Kingdom Hearts Key is a free-to-play browser-based game that's currently only available over in Japan. But basically, what is going on is the Foretellers are ancient Keyblade wielders, and many years ago, before the Great Keyblade War and all of that stuff, many other younger Keyblade apprentices and wielders followed these Foretellers. In some sort of an insight, I suppose you could say that each Foreteller was almost like a faction leader. So at the very start of Kingdom Hearts Key, you actually get to choose what Foreteller you're going to follow. So basically, in speculation, these Foretellers are primarily just ancient Keyblade wielders that actually do have a very big impact of the events and obviously on the lore of Kingdom Hearts. And with each patch and update that gets added into Kingdom Hearts Key, we're learning more and more about how much these Foretellers are actually impacting the lore of Kingdom Hearts. But Cynnnical, what do you mean about this Foreteller actually having a connection to the mansion in Twilight Town? Well, today guys, I'm going to be showing you a few small hints that might actually connect this Foreteller to the mansion in Twilight Town. Now, something interesting to keep in mind is Kingdom Hearts 2 was developed and obviously released and all of that stuff back in 2005/2006, correct? Kingdom Hearts Key came out around the same time as Kingdom Hearts HD 1.5 Remix, which of course was 2013. More than 6 years later, it's interesting to see that Square Enix perhaps can actually connect a game like Kingdom Hearts 2 with obviously having Kingdom Hearts 2, which it involves the Twilight Town mansion in, with possibly connecting the mansion in with a Foreteller, a character that was, created so many years later on. Now, this could obviously be a coincidence, but to be honest, I don't think it is. I think there's really more to this. And the thing is, someone like Tetsuya Nomura, he's very creative. I'm sure that throughout the cycle of his developments, developing the Kingdom Hearts games, I'm sure he's come up with plenty of ideas to put aside and say, I'll add this in, this installment. And then so many installments later, I'll add this little thing in there to get that mind blow feel on his fans and stuff. I really feel like Tetsuya Nomura is the type of person to do that. Anyway guys, I'm going to show you the evidence behind basically connecting this Foreteller to the Twilight Town mansion. First of all, let's take a look at the Unicornis Foreteller. Now obviously within his name we can see that, the Unicornis Foreteller obviously revolves himself around a unicorn, which obviously a unicorn is a mythical beast, which is practically a white horse with a horn coming out of it. As we can see, this Foreteller has themed himself around a unicorn, wearing a mask of a unicorn with the long white mane. Alright, so let's get into connecting this Foreteller to the Twilight Town mansion. So first of all, we'll start off in the outside of the mansion. So if we make our way up to this pillar right here, what do we see? A unicorn, what looks to be a silhouette of a unicorn's head right there. We can see the horn, we can see the mane there, the eye, the long sort of horse snout thing. Obviously that is a silhouette of a unicorn. What I did find interesting is all of these pillars here seem to have had these very same silhouettes all on them, because the one at the very end also has the same silhouette, only it's covered in grass. Obviously there is only two still standing pillars here because of the fact that for some odd reason the rest of them got knocked down. If we make our way inside of the mansion and the entrance area, we can see that there is two statues in the very entrance of the area that are, of course, well, unicorns. Yes, once again, the theme is continuing. We have unicorns once again, which almost sort of reminds me of a Pegasus in a way as well. But yes, it is a unicorn right there with wings on the back. Obviously, there are two pillars here with two unicorns. If we make our way to the window carrying on forward, we can see outside in the backyard of the mansion, we can see that there is a statue of, once again, another unicorn. As you guys can see, the theme keeps carrying on. If we make our way upstairs and we go near the balcony area and sort of turn around looking towards the entrance of the mansion, we can see once again there is a sort of detail up on the wall, and that appears to be, once again, two unicorns. Yes, the theme is carrying on. Finally, if we do make our way into the basement entrance, into, I suppose you could say this is the library area, there is a statue of another unicorn with the wings once again and the horn and all that, another unicorn, and basically if you examine this, it just says the statue is looking into the floor. What that means I really don't know. I think that sort of revolves around the whole entrance of the secret underground basement. So with all that being said, isn't that very interesting? The Unicornis Foreteller is obviously, you know, the follower of a unicorn, and inside of this basement, the very sort of same appearance of, you know, these unicorns are appearing everywhere. So is it possible that there is actually some sort of connection from this Foreteller to the actual mansion of Twilight Town? It's very interesting to think, nonetheless. I do believe that there could actually be a connection here. I mean, Tetsuya Nomura is a very, very creative person, but, you know, with him connecting the dots, I think that we've been seeing a lot of that, especially because of the fact that since Kingdom Hearts Key, there's been a lot of things unveiled that are connecting from Kingdom Hearts Key to the main stories, and how it is actually going to impact Kingdom Hearts 3. But exactly what does this mean, you know, the mansion and the connection to the Foreteller? Well, perhaps Twilight Town, you know, could have once been owned by the Unicornis Foreteller. Either that, or he may have used the mansion for perhaps research at one stage. Who knows, he could have visited Twilight Town and just built the mansion, perhaps took it over because it was abandoned. The thing is, obviously the Foretellers take place years and years and years and years before the current events of Kingdom Hearts. And we can obviously tell that the mansion is quite old. The way we can tell that is the paintings that are on the wall are sort of crooked and stuff, looks like they're about to fall off. Another thing is there are cobwebs up in the corners of some of the walls and stuff like that. We can also see that the paint is coming off. So that obviously goes to tell us that, you know, the mansion is very, very old, and it does mean that those are just like little bits of evidence that can actually point towards the connection of this mansion towards this Foreteller. Now, another interesting thing is the sort of castle statue thing that is in like a display case at the very entrance of the mansion once you're inside. Now, if you examine it, it says that this castle statue is crumbling, which obviously goes to show that, yes, this mini statue thing is of some castle. Now, what castle? We have really no idea. Perhaps it could be one of the castles that is, you know, is located somewhere in Daybreak Town. Of course, the Foretellers have a big impact on Daybreak Town, so maybe, you know, he wanted to make some sort of a tribute to Daybreak Town, or perhaps that is where he once resided. Really though, we don't really know what this castle is. It doesn't appear to be anything, you know, in particular, so that's stuff that we can also theorize on. Another interesting thing is, around the sort of display case, we can see that there's other pieces of something else as well. What those are, I really don't know. Some of them seem to have like stars on them, the other ones seem to have moons on them. so who really knows. Also, I do believe that there is a lot more history to this mansion than meets the eye. Inside of one of the rooms, the dining room of the mansion, we can see that there is a table that's completely busted. So going back to the whole thing that, you know, it's obvious that this mansion is very old. This table looks like it's been broken for some time now, and when you examine it, it says only a huge blast could have done this. So perhaps, maybe, you know, there was a fight between the Unicornis Foreteller inside the mansion, and perhaps a lot of, you know, Heartless or something like that. We don't really know, but I do feel like there's a lot more history within inside this mansion connecting to the Foreteller than we know. There's also another door in the entranceway of the mansion that is currently blocked off. Looks like a lot of broken things in front of it. So once again, referring back to the whole, you know, how there could have been like a scenario inside the mansion between the Foreteller, that is sort of more evidence, and what lies beyond that door, we really don't know. Anyway guys, that is it. Perhaps I'm going too in depth about this, maybe I'm getting, you know, head over heels with the whole thing, but honestly, I do believe that there is some sort of a connection. I mean, with all these unicorn symbols appearing and stuff, and with all the damage inside the mansion, it's obvious that the mansion is very old, it's aging, and, you know, I think there is actually a connection here with the Foreteller. Only time will tell though, the more that, you know, Kingdom Hearts Key gets updated and more lore aspects get added into that game. Obviously we won't know, maybe unanswered questions like this will appear in Kingdom Hearts 3, but we really don't know. So what do you guys think about this? Do you think that it's just all one big coincidence? I'm not claiming that this is actual, you know, sort of lore stuff right here, but it's very interesting to take into account nonetheless. Perhaps you guys can expand upon this, make your own theories, you know, post in the comment section down below what you guys think about this, form your own opinions, let's make a discussion. Once again though guys, I want to say a big shout out to Lauren True X. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed today's video, hit that like button, until next time guys, I'll catch you later, peace.